Hello everyone, welcome to the TheWikiAstro. So in this session, we will know something more about our planets. Okay, so what we have learned before, we should. I am saying this just in a minute. So first one, there are the nine planets. Okay, Sun is the king of a kingdom. It is the soul, ego. Then coming to the moon, it is the queen, mind, peace. Then the Jupiter, it is the teacher, wisdom, higher knowledge. Then Venus, it is also the teacher of materialistic wealth, purity, refinement, it is the luxury. Then the Mercury, it is the prince of a kingdom, it is the intelligence, skills. Then Mars, it is the army commander of a kingdom, survival, focus. Saturn, it is the labor class, it is the general people of a kingdom, it is the hard work and karmas. Then Rahu, it is the obsession, it is the Rahu and Ketu are the soldiers, army. Rahu is the obsession and height, and Ketu is the detachment and spirituality. So now these are the nine planets. So in nine planets, if there are five people, nine people in a class, nine students in a class, or there are nine people in an office, then always you can find that not everyone is the friend of everybody, or not everyone is the enemy of everybody, and always there are some people who are neutral to everyone. Okay, so now which planet is friendly to whom and which planet is enemy to whom, now we will read that, we will study that. So first come to the sun, it is the king, so obviously it is friend to the moon, Jupiter and Mars. Okay, Mercury is his child, it is neutral to it. Ketu is detachment. If king will not be detached, he cannot rule it by being impartial. To rule a kingdom, a king has to be impartial, okay, detached. And so it is neutral to Ketu and Mercury. And whose enemy is this? To the enemy of Saturn and to Rahu. The king is the sun is the king and it is in the highest level of a kingdom. Saturn is the labor class people who is on the low of the kingdom. So sun is the enemy of Saturn and Rahu. And also there is a mythological story that Saturn is actually the child of Sun. Okay, but Sun's it is the unwanted child of a sun of the sun. That's why Sun doesn't love Saturn. So again we are repeating. Sun is friendly nature to Moon, Jupiter, and Mars, but enemy to Saturn and Rahu, and neutral to Mercury and Ketu. Then coming to Moon, Moon, it is the mother, Mercury is the child. Okay, so always there is a love relation in between, means there is the relation between the mother and child is always affectionate. So Moon is the friendly nature, is friendly to Sun, Mercury, Jupiter, and Mars. Okay, but and the Moon has no enemy. A mother has no enemy, and this Moon is neutral to Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, and Venus. Then come to Jupiter. Jupiter is friendly towards again Sun, Mars, and Moon. Okay, and this Jupiter is enemy towards Rahu and Mercury. Rahu, and Mercury. Why? Because Jupiter is the long-term goal. It is the philosophical wealth. Okay, philosophical knowledge. It is the inner peace. But Rahu, it is the materialistic wealth. So Jupiter is enemy towards Rahu. And Mercury is the child. Jupiter is like peace. Okay, it is the old sage, old monk, and Mercury is child. So Jupiter is enemy towards Mercury and Rahu. But Jupiter is neutral towards Venus, Ketu, and Saturn. Okay, Ketu is detachment. So Jupiter is neutral to it. And Venus, though it is the materialistic wealth, but still he is the guru. Say guru, a Jupiter is also the guru. So two gurus have the means Jupiter is neutral to Venus, and Jupiter is also neutral to Saturn. Okay, he understands the value of Saturn, though he is in the lowest cadre of a kingdom. Then coming to the Venus. Venus is also sea friendly nature to Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, and Mercury. Okay, Venus knows the value of everything. He is the materialistic. So Rahu. Venus knows that after getting everything materialistic, after enjoying all the materialistic things, you obviously go towards the detachment. So he understands Rahu and Ketu in a very effective way. So Venus is friendly to Rahu and Ketu. Venus is also friendly to Saturn, because Saturn is the mass, Saturn is the common people, Saturn is the labor class. They are always deprived of this materialistic wealth. They don't know, they are always in the eagerness to enjoy it, because they don't know the value of this materialistic wealth. Okay, they are deprived. That's why Venus is friendly to Saturn, and Venus is also friendly to Mercury. Okay, Mercury, because he is the child. Okay, he has the means actually he has the means that cause to enjoy everything materialistic. Okay, so Venus is friendly to Mercury, and Venus is enemy to our Sun. Venus is enemy to Sun. So Venus doesn't like the sun, and Venus is neutral to again the Devta Guru, the Guru, the teacher of deities. It is the Jupiter, Mars, and Moon. Venus is no means neutral to them. Okay. So now come to the Mercury. Mercury, it is the friendly towards Venus, Saturn, and Rahu. Venus, Saturn, Rahu. It is enemy towards Mars, Jupiter, and Moon. Okay, a child never likes a teacher. So Jupiter is the uh, means guru of Devta. Guru Sun is also the Devta, guru of deity. So Jupiter is also guru of Mercury, and a child never likes to learn the study the lesson. That's why Mercury is the enemy of Jupiter. Mercury doesn't like Jupiter. Moon likes the Mercury, but Mercury doesn't like Moon. Okay, and Mercury and Mars, the relationship is always strained. Why? Because Mercury is the child. Mercury is the prince who is about to be the king, not the king. He has okay, but Mars, it is the he is the army commander. He has all the strength. He has all the intellectual strength, physical strength. Okay, just to be the shadow king. But he couldn't be the king. He always obey the order of the king, and Mercury has no capacity in comparison to the Mars, but still Mars has to obey Mercury, because Mercury is the son of the king. That's why Mars doesn't like Mercury. Mars is the enemy at the highest level to the Mercury. Okay, so now coming to the Saturn. Saturn is again friendly to Rahu Ketu. Okay, Venus and Mercury. And Saturn, it is the enemy planet. Sun, Sun never loves Saturn, Saturn never loves Sun, and it is neutral to Moon, Mars, and Jupiter. Then coming to Rahu Ketu, uh, almost all similar, just a little difference. So Rahu Ketu both are friendly towards Saturn, Venus, okay, and both for Rahu and Ketu, and Mercury. Means Ketu is friendly to Rahu, Rahu and friendly to Ketu. Other than this, both are friendly to Saturn, Venus, and Mercury. And this Sun, this Rahu is enemy towards Sun. Okay, because Sun is the planet which Sun and Moon are the planets who tells told Rohini or Bisnoji that he is the he is the Asur. Okay, he is the negative entity who is in the disguisement to take the Amrit. Okay, so Rahu and Ketu both are the enemy of Sun. Rahu is also the enemy of Moon and Jupiter, and Ketu is the uh, Rahu is neutral to Moon and Jupiter, and Ketu is neutral to Jupiter, Moon, and Mars. And Rahu is also enemy of Mars. So Rahu has two enemies, Sun and Mars. Ketu has one enemy, that is Sun. Okay, so this is the planet who are friendly and enemy in nature. Now coming to aspect. So what is aspect? As a person, as a human being, if you stand on a point, you can directly see your what is there, who is there, or what is the thing there just opposite to you. Okay, you can see everything in your in front aspect. Okay, like that, like human has eyes, planets have also eyes. Okay, just remember this, and you will understand it in the next session. What? That all the planets have its seven aspects. That means if sun is in a house, it can look what is there in the seventh house from its place. If a moon is in first house, then it can see which planet is there in the seventh house. If a Jupiter is there in the second house, then it can see what is there in the eighth house, because eighth is a seventh from second, like this. It is the aspect. You just remember it. All the planets have seventh aspect. Okay, all the planets have seventh aspect, and Jupiter has three aspects. That is 5, 7, and 9. And Mars has three aspects, that is 4, 7, and 8. Saturn has three aspects, 3, 7, and 10. Rahu and Ketu, these two are also three aspects, that is 5, 7, and 9. Just remember it, and we'll understand it in the next class. So this is all about our extension part of the planets, and this session conclusion here.